discussion. To start the proceedings, I would request our council member, Mr. A. M. Praveen, to introduce the moderator, Mr. Bakul Shah, please.
Good morning, all. It's my privilege to introduce Mr. Bakul Shah, the moderator of this CEO conclave. Mr. Bakul Shah is a highly accomplished mechanical engineer with a diploma in mechanical engineering, a bachelor degree in industrial engineering from Venkateshwara College of Engineering, and a master's degree in industrial engineering from State University of New York. He has completed 2 leadership development programs at Leadership Management Institute. As a founding partner of BMWay Auto Components, established in 2005, Bakul brings over 20 years of rich experience in aluminum die casting. Prior to founding BMWay, he worked with General Electric in Louisville, Kentucky, managing large-scale international business operation. Bakul has actively contributed in industrial forums, holding several honorary positions over the years. A long-standing member of IIF Chennai chapter for 2 decades, he had privilege of being part of the core team that launched the first edition of Aluminum Conclave under the leadership of Mr. G Ramasubramanian. He continues to contribute enthusiastically, now supporting the event into the 15th edition. His professional passion lies in process excellence, system integration, and automation. Bakul firmly believes that strength of any organization lies in its people, and he places strong emphasis on team building and leadership development. Mr. Bakul, the stage is yours.
Good morning, distinguished guests, industry colleagues, and esteemed panelists. It's a great pleasure to welcome you to this highly anticipated CEO panel discussion, where we will explore not just the present dynamics, but strategic roadmap to future of aluminum die casting industry, a sector that continues to offer immense opportunity for collaboration, innovation, and shared growth among fellow diecasters. I would like to invite upon stage Mr. G Praburam. Mr. G Praburam, a mechanical engineer by qualification and an MBA graduate, is a first-generation entrepreneur driven by purpose and passion. A team-spirited leader, compelling speaker, and a compulsive optimist, he embodies boundless energy and unwavering belief in people potential. As the co-founder and managing director of Alubee Diecasters Pvt Ltd, Mr. Praburam has consistently steered the organization to raise the bar in quality and innovation, earning multiple industry accolades along the way. His visionary leadership has inspired individuals to strive for personal growth and societal contribution. Mr. Praburam is also the founder and driving force behind the Happy Bouncing Board, HBB, a transformative platform that nurtures entrepreneurs through experimental learning, peer monitoring, and value-based leadership. Under his guidance, HBB has grown into a vibrant community where individuals discover clarity, accountability, and purpose in their business and journeys. A passionate mentor, he dedicates time to guiding students and emerging leaders to dream big and make a difference. Outside his professional and mentoring commitments, Mr. Praburam is an avid reader and passionate photographer, leaving his imprint of curiosity and creativity wherever he goes. Can I have Mr. Praburam on the dais, please? Next, Mr. D Jayavijayan is a qualified industrial engineer with early career training at HMT Bangalore. He begins his professional journey with Southern Pressure Castings, gaining hands-on industry experience for 2 years. During this time, he received advanced training in quantitative methods from AOTS Japan. In 1998, he joined Southern Agro Engines Pvt Ltd as managing director, bringing with him a result-driven strategic mindset. He currently serves as the CEO of Southern Pressure Castings, a company with a proud 50-year legacy in the die manufacturing industry. Along with his brother, Mr. D Jayavijayan, he oversees all aspects of management and operations. Under his leadership, the company has set its sight on becoming a key player in agriculture equipment sector, offering cutting-edge solutions for farm mechanization across India. Mr. Jayavijayan is known for his self-motivation, resourcefulness, and strong business acumen. He has a proven track record in building high-performance teams, driving operational efficiency, and fostering sustainable relationship with customers and suppliers. Mr. Jayavijayan, welcoming you on the stage, please. Welcome, sir. Next, we have N Prabakaran, sir. Mr. N Prabakaran, sir, graduated at GCT College of Engineering and started his career as an assistant engineer at Union Motors Company, Chennai. Following in that, he served at Vishaka Industries in Coimbatore before joining Sundaram Clayton Limited, Chennai. His wide thinking and in-depth knowledge about die casting made him to shine in that field. He played a major role in introducing and implementing new processes like SMED. He founded Dietech India Pvt Ltd in the year 1995. Engineering excellence with innovative thinking, this technology was his motto. Mr. N Prabakaran believes in systems and teamwork, which is the foundation for an organization. Under his leadership, Dietech evolved many techniques in manufacturing die casting dies and high-tech equipments. Cell concepts were introduced by him to give more attention to requirements of the customer by manufacturing team. Mr. N Prabakaran has a 35-year experience in die casting field and has established a modern tool room in Sri Perumdur in the year 2011 with 500 employees and 1.6 acres of space. Dietech Industries is a leading tool maker for high-pressure die casting, low-pressure die casting, and gravity die castings. Dietech is capable of manufacturing HPTC dies from 250 tonnage to 2,200 tonnage. Various major customers are TVSM, Maruti, Honda, Yamaha, SCL, and Bosch, to name a few. May I please request Prabakaran sir on the stage, please. Like I said, strategic roadmap to the future of aluminum casting industry, a sector that's continuing to offer immense opportunity for collaboration, innovation, and shared growth among fellow diecasters. Today's conversation would span a broad interconnected spectrum with things like export orientation. As manufacturers, we strive to become integral players of the global supply chain. We innovate and work on new product developments. That's the engine for power differentiation and long-term survival. The financial planning works is important in this era with raising capital cost and market volatility. Strategic financial management is key, and strategic planning, succession planning, a topic often overlooked, but yet with vital continuity and culture, a growing enterprise. And finally, we would discuss about the future of aluminum die casting industry. Each of these topics touches not only the operational core of the business, but also speaks to the leadership vision and long-term intent. A journey ahead demands agility, foresight, and collaboration, and that's what makes today's gathering so important. We are fortunate to have with us the panel of CEOs who have led from the front, navigated uncertainty, and turned challenges into milestones. I invite them to share their insights, experiences, and the bold ideas that will define the next chapter of this industry. Let's make this an engaging, forward-thinking discussion that inspires action and shared growth. Thank you, and let's just begin. To set the tone here, let's go at a little macro level of aluminum industry, along with the overall broader manufacturing sector. We're facing a lot of challenges, a range of challenges stemming from geopolitical tensions, trade tariffs, market disruptions, dumping from countries like China, etc. In this dynamics and often unpredictable landscape, what micro strategies at company level can not only help us adapt, but also sustain growth and competitiveness? Vijay sir, can you?
It's once the competition starts. Hello, good morning, everybody. I'm sure. I think Mr. Bakul has told this is a 2 hours program. We don't know how lengthy the questions are going to be, how interesting the session is going to be. I'm sure. Now we have a lot of, because I myself have a lot of questions to ask with audience and with the panel. But with this of Mr. Bakul Shah question, I'll just move one step forward. See, basically now, again, no, it's, my company is a 50 years old company, started by my father. He was a pioneer and Dian in Southern Pressure Casting industries. But when we were child, what we used to go to our factory, and now as a owner, now we go to the factory, there is entirely different steps. I see, because now we are again going back to our drawing board, finding out how we can work on the cost. Those days it was not the cost. No, it was only the customer delivery, whatever at any cost we used to deliver. Now it's more of a cost delivery quality. Really, we are also fighting. We are now started working on reducing our labor, in the sense reducing of manpower. We have now gone for little automation, robotics. First phase we have started going forward. On training front, we have started doing little more on the operator side. So there is a weekly training program which is being compulsorily done, and if it's need be, I also attend to make sure no, there is no lacuna on the training. Yes, again we are working on power. We are looking at whether we can start working on contract power supplies like solar or wind. So these are few steps which we are trying to do to make sure we are competitive enough to stay in the field right now.
Great, sir. Praburam, sir. Next, I would want you to take this one up. How do you build an organization culture that stays agile and relevant in the face of this ever-changing market expectation?
Happy morning to everybody. Am I audible? Yes. Loving you all beyond words. First of all, I want to emphasize certain things. Knowledge only when it becomes a mindset change or a behavioral change, then only it is called a transformation. Otherwise, it's only a mere information or a burden. That's it. Knowledge unimplemented is a burden. Why I am starting this? Because we are attending so many seminars and so many things, and you have your mobile one, you can type the same question in ChatGPT will give you enough answers about it. But about what is that we are implementing matters the most. So knowledge unimplemented is only a burden. I really wish, see, normally why this kind of seminars are very, very important for us is, when we are doing the mobile chat or whatever it is, our focus is not undivided. Here it's energy transference, and we are already blocked. Already we are clocked into a room. There our entire attention can be the transformation, exchange of knowledge. I am also ready to learn. And thank you very much for IIF, such a beautiful opportunity they have given to me to express my views. So sincere thanks to Prabakar, always remembers me and then calling me to share my thoughts. So coming to the question, culture. One of the most underrated thing in our industry is culture. How we integrate culture, which is oriented to the brand, we are always underrated. It is always underrated. Nothing very much to speak about culture, only to implement. Culture, Tamil la kalacharam nama solrom. When you go to any home, they immediately give you a glass of water, is a culture. When any woman, they come and go back, before they go, they will give kumkum, that is a culture. Everything is a culture. Culture is inborn. It has been, why the culture is very important is anything can be stolen from our industry. The drawing, the manpower, the design, the customers, the suppliers, anything can be stolen from the company, but they cannot steal culture of an organization. That's why culture is very, very important and it is integrated, but it has been most underrated. We are just neglecting it, because culture can be built only in two sentences. One is not like this, which is negation, but like this is an assertion. Only by insisting not like this, but like this, we can only build the culture. There is an yellow line, somebody has kept the pallet. Within that yellow line, you have to go and tell, no, you don't keep like this, not like this, keep it like this. And they are not arranging the gauge box properly, not like this, like this. They are unnecessarily keeping the air more, not like this, like this. One time, first time, second time, next time, all the time, till the time, every time, we have to tell it's boring, it's frustrating, it will create anger, but still a leader's job has to keep on insisting till it becomes a culture. What is basically a culture? How we define culture? A group of people able to perform certain actions backed up with certain thoughts and feelings without being told to do is called culture. இதுதான் பண்ணணும், இதுதான் பண்ணக்கூடாது அப்படின்னு எல்லாம் யாரும் அவங்களுக்கு போய் சொல்ல மாட்டாங்க. If you go to the football stadium, normally the Japanese will occupy an entire gallery and they will cherish the game. Once the game is over, there will be a lot of dust and everything. Mr. Bakul, you have to stop me whenever I want to stop, because I will keep continuing. No, because so. Okay, we have a lot of time. Thank you very much. So there will be a lot of the tissue papers and water bottles, everything. Without anybody insisting them, they will clean the entire gallery and go. That is the culture of Japan. In fact, you have to understand as a country how the culture is built in Japan. One of the city, there was an announcement that the tsunami is going to come. So they have to evacuate every people, those who are staying nearby the shore, and there are a lot of buses have come. Even in that announcement, people stood in the queue and boarded the bus. Even there was a life threat. Japanese, because these are all created by only through culture. Even in Mumbai, if you go, they will only board the bus through queue. It's all culture. See, culture is very, very, very important in every organization so that people will follow. You don't have to do. But till you, the critical mass, attain that kind of a behavior, we have to keep insisting. And somebody asked me, how long we have to tell? Till you breathe the last. That's what my answer was. Because when you take the responsibility of leadership, there is no going back or looking back, because it is not a burden, it's a responsibility. That's how the culture has to be built. For me, in Alubee, we practice 3R culture. One is results, responsibility, and relationship. How we are going to mingle all the three, if you could able to bring that as a culture of an organization, it's going to be a super hit. Results, because without results, nothing can be done, because everything is result. Results only makes profits. Profits only will be able to sustain and continue your business. So results are very, very important. That results, the people should own the responsibility of producing the result. That has to be built. Of course, when you are focusing on result and responsibility, we should not forget about relationship building. Normally what happens, in case if we emphasize more on relationship, we forget on result, or when we are focused more on result, the relationship will take a hit. So the balancing the result, responsibility and relationship is a key factor in building any culture. Culture is one of the most important factor. See, for example, anything best practices in our industry, if you create that as a culture, it will continue. What is that we will be able to left behind for the next generation? Only the culture. The culture will take care of everything. See, when somebody comes and tell you, Varga Valamudan, you will immediately say that they are from Vedatri Maharishi. Immediately you can say. Or anybody comes and take Gurbhyo Namaga, you can say this from this school. If somebody comes and say happy morning, you will immediately will say they will be the follower of Matriya. So many things you will be able to notice the culture how, because people only follow three things. One is culture, two tradition or ritual, you can call it ritual, even tradition also ritual. Third is system. So when you create a culture, automatically people follow. See, we have a MD meeting every day, every Monday. As you rightly said, he is taking a lot of training is important for people, for them to be on. We focus on mainly on being, because human beings first we are, then human doing. So I give a lot of training and emphasizing on being development. And if you come and see exactly Monday 10:28, everybody will come. No, nobody is telling anything on their own. Whoever is that name has been already given, they will come and they will leave the chapel properly. They will go. They occupy the chair one by one. Whoever comes first, whatever that position, they will sit in the first chair. Like that, they will sit. The moment they sit, they will close the eyes. Till I come and say, open the eyes. And then they have to maintain the eye contact. And whatever we are discussing in that, about that, they have to express some or one or two questions. And there is a thing card reading. There are cards. They have to read the card. For that, I will give the explanation. Once the session is over, one by one only they will stand up and leave, and then they wear the chapel and go. See, it seems very simple, but this we have been practicing for almost 12 years, and it's seamless now. And I am, as you know, in the introduction, he said, HPB, what I am running HPB program. The HPB program, it span about the entire year, 11th of every month, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. I am conducting that entrepreneurship, almost about 40 to 50 entrepreneurs every month they will come. They will learn. This is the 6th batch I am running. And if it is 11th, automatically our team will prepare that office, everything will be ready, the mic will be ready, they will change the battery, they will check all the pens, the whiteboard will be clean, the chairs are arranged, AC are set in the proper temperature. There is a checklist. These are all already made as a culture of Alubee. Whoever comes to Alubee, there will be a visitor board. In that, there is the name is printed, and then there will, if it is a very important person, I will personally come and invite, or they will be given an offer of water and then tea, whatever it is. I can keep on talking about culture. Most neglected, but very, very important factor in any organization is that. Thank you.
Getting to learn a lot of things about the culture. One question to the culture. Now we know that we are transitioning with the next succession and all that. So how do you prepare your next generation to take over this responsibility effectively, and also get the culture, instilling that culture in them?
Beautiful question, and I have got all the authority to speak about it, because two of my sons taking care of two of my industries. We have two units. One is taking care of one, another one is taking care of the other one. I want to start with, if at all, if anybody wants their second generation to come happily take over the business of ours, first of all, we have to be a happy entrepreneur at home. In case if you are not an happy entrepreneur, if you come as a frustrated CEO, frustrated boss, all the time tension, and there is an anger and you are not focusing, they want to see a happy father from the factory when you are coming, and you have to invest a lot of quality time with them, switch off your mobile peacefully and then enjoy your entire thing. Then they will be able to look at the profession that it will draw them towards your industry. In case if you are coming all the time, by the time you are coming only, you are keeping the phone on your thing, and then you are talking and you are scolding something, and you are telling them, I am not there, don't leave the phone. So many things if you are telling, and when they are talking, you are not listening to that, your face is already long, and then lot of frustration, and you are showing the anger on them. Definitely we will not be able to draw them into the business. This is the first thing. They want to see a happy father, happy entrepreneur. Then only you have a right to call them into the business. Otherwise, we have no right to that call them. No, sir, how can you do this? We have a limited time with that, what we can do. That and all we have to discuss, that's a separate part. The moment you enter home, how you leave the chapel outside, we have to leave every responsibility, and there you are a father, you are a brother, you are a son, you are a, what you are, you are. Your professional does not come there. This is point number one, as when you want to bring them. Two, the reality we have to understand today is, for them there is a lifestyle. For us, the life itself was a business when we were developing. For them, there is a lifestyle now. They choose lifestyle over their time. They want to invest a lot of time in their bodybuilding or chilling or whatever. In case if you are near Bangalore, they will go for what do you call resto bar, and they want to enjoy. All that chilling, everything will be there. So we have to be very, what you call, you cannot force them to do. Basically, you have to create a value system. Within the value system, you have to give them enough chance for them to do what gives them happiness. Because there is a concept, love do not guarantee happiness, happiness guarantees love. Even if you are a true lover, in case if you are, there is no chance for them to be happy at home, the love is only a sentiment. Instead, if you are creating lot of happiness in home, automatically the love is felt. So what gives them happiness, you have to allow them to do. See, it's about result, not my way. Obviously, results are very important, but my way. So that's why I'm telling you have to create a value system, instill value system in them. Within the boundary, you have to give them to be happy. So automatically, they will be much more interested for them to do this. This is 2. 3, any second generation, when they come in to the business, they will feel a pressure, because almost 30-35 years of your experience, and everybody knows you in industry, and you are a legend already. You have created so many from the scratch. People respect you in every angle. They have always in their mind, there is a doubt that will I be able to make it to the level of my dad? So whatever I do, how can I do this? This question will always be this. But we have to clarify, you are not alone. For example, if Prabhakar son comes and asking, what can I do? Prabhakar +1, Praburam +1. It's Vijay +1, Alubee +1, Dietech +1. It's Southern +1. So you have to see that, you have to educate them as you are not alone. You are +1. Already the road, everything has been created. It's only for you to take off. So you don't have to be see in that direction. So because you have got everything ready, how can you move forward? That is very important. Any second generation, if you want to really create, they have to take decision. If you are not allowing them to take a decision, you will not be able to grow them. But how to make them, because they are not having any experience, they will not be able to take decisions immediately. And also, as is research, right, everywhere there is a cost cut, the competitions are growing, the world market is thinking, AI is coming, so many things are happening, the transitions are very high, the industry itself is taking a different step, different shape. In that case, how can we ask them to do the decision making? There, you have to create a decision making framework. For example, how much we can allow to sign, up to 5,000 rupees, anything they want to buy, you can sign. That's a framework. Up to this level leaves, you can see in sales, they can always say, up to the salesman, you can give up to this much percentage of discount. Then there is a manager, a general manager, or the retail shop head will be there. He can give up to that percentage of discount. And both of them, if the customer is not convinced, then they will call the owner, can we extend the discount up to this much? There is a very clear framework. Like that, if you want the second generation to take decision and slowly they get into this, we have to create a beautiful framework. And also, there is a step for the decision making, to create the decision making ability. First, you have to discuss any decision. For example, can we buy the machine? Or can we deliver the component? Or can we take this component to deliver? Or can we make this mold within this particular, whatever it is, the discussion has to happen first, and then you ask them to take a decision. Because in the discussion itself, the decision is already made. Because it's a conversation, it's a deliberation, then they will take a decision. Then there are certain stages in the discussion itself. The second generation will know. When I say second generation, it need not be the son or daughter. It can be your team, whoever you want to take it to the next level. That's also, yeah, you can call it as a second line leader. Then obviously they know how the CEO of the company is thinking. Then immediately the next stage is they will take the decision. The first is training grounds, immediately discuss and then take a decision. The second is they take the decision but immediately come and tell you. That's damage control. How much ever we discuss in that particular thing, they've already taken the decision, they've already released the order, whatever it is, then they immediately come and tell, we have taken the decision, we have released the order, we have made the decision, all that. In case if it is, they have not saw the foresee, they have not foreseen the certain aspect which you are able to immediately think, immediately we can stop it. So there is a damage control. The third stage, they can take a decision, they can come and tell you once in a quarter, once in 6 months, based on the review system. So obviously that is the authority, ownership it will give you to develop as a decision maker. So second generation, this is the one. Framework. One is you have to be a happy father. 2, you have to create happiness. 3, you have to create a proper decision making framework. 4, the decision making ability you have to develop by doing this. 5, there should not be a sense of urgency. It's very, very important, because there is no, you cannot alter existential timing. See, there are how many people, almost about 100, 150, 115 people. Whoever is sitting, whatever I am talking, everybody will form a different perception about whatever I am speaking. So there is no pressure of, no, within 2 years you have to come to that stage, within 3 years you have to come to. See, I was also like that, when the moment our, both of them, they come, and I started putting so much of pressure, and they also felt the pressure initially for the first 6 months. One day I met one big group company, I don't want to name it, they are almost making about 7,000 crores profit and 7,000 crore turnover, where the second generation was there. He came to my house one day, he's a very close friend of mine. I asked him, when you enter into your father's business, when you got the pickup, when you got that, you felt that it's your own. He said, it took 11 years for me to feel it's my own. Then only I realized it will take a lot of time. So I'm not telling you give enough time. I'm telling don't put too much of pressure on them. Let them grow, because you have already created. Let them learn peacefully. So these are all the holistic approach to bring the second line, especially if there isn't a blood relationship. Last but not least, basically when we are bringing the second generation, the relationship will get a hit. They will miss the father. They will always see you as a managing director or CEO. Even in your home, there will be a kind of a thing that's a very, very dangerous thing, because because the son and father relationship is irreplaceable. That should not get a hit. So what to do? There can be a time and place discipline. This time to this time we will not discuss business, or in this place we will not discuss business. For example, if I come home, nobody will discuss business. There is a discipline. Or night 8 to morning 8, we will not discuss business. Like that, we have to create time and space discipline so that the relationship can be preserved. Thank you.
Wonderful, sir. One striking point that you made was grooming future leaders within the family and outside the family, within your organization in itself. So next question to Prabhakar sir would be, at what stage in your company's growth should you be planning for your future leaders or next generations to be coming on? At what stage in your company should you be planning to get the next generation on board?
Once again, good morning. Now, he has also shared his next generation. Actually, I also crossed the developing next generation, probably 6 to 7 years back. My elder son came and joined. So this is there is a two type of the journey is there along with generation and as well as father and son. The journey is there for some time, which we cannot, that is only to transferring that responsibilities or whatever we say, the transferring the business to the younger generation. Actually, I thought when I am entering into the second, younger generation, transferring that, I felt since my son is graduated in PhD, doctorate, and did the UK, Oxford and all that, his expectations was different when he is entered into the factory. So I came to know, but even first time, one more thing he told me, that creating the atmosphere convenient to when he is coming to the factory, I asked him whether you want to go for the profession of your own, or if you are interested to come into the factory. That freedom I have given to him first. So that is the willingness, whether he has got or not. Even, you will not believe, before entering his time, I almost completed all my loans. So, free from loans, I kept the company and then asking him whether if you are interested, you can come and do, otherwise you can take your own profession. Since he is a PhD in metallurgy. So, he has got a lot of avenues to go into that. So, I thought, okay. He told that I will be taking up. Yes, okay, you can take it up. Then I also crossed what all the, but what I thought, probably I will give one example what I am saying that. He is always to buy a new machines. So capital expenditure is going, he wants to put more and more. Then he started expanding his thinking of more investment. Probably, since being the new generation, probably what he is thinking is correct. My thinking is what is the resources are available, what you can make it maximize. These are two different thoughts. So maximizing that, probably, if it is a starting company, my theory will work out. Maximizing the available resources to make the business. Since it is already laid down a path, so when his theory is better at that time. So making more and more facility or more and more capital to expand the business and as well as making the things very easy. Okay, what we can do at that time? So I told only one thing. Whenever he is coming for some proposals for the machines, I want to buy this machine, okay. Then you please bring that what is your repaying capability. That is only your constraints. So work out on the repaying capability, do whatever way you want. So that one made him to think after 1 or 2 years, probably is convenient in the beginning. Later on I will ask every capital if it's bringing, then I will ask for a repayment capability. So he knows that this is a repaying capability for the existing company. Then he came and told, yes, our limit has gone to that level, what we can do now. Just wait, increase your turnover, increase your repaying capability, and then buy. Or otherwise, if you are confident, if you want that, then go for a holiday period for some time, take the machines inside. So that for 1 year after that, you can repay and then do that. All these things, so we have given the liberty, at the same time giving a base of the principal base, what we'll have to do on that. So this is the way we created that generation. And then probably nowadays even certain things, even if I am going to ask for some improvement on the machine side or capital side, he says that today the answer is whether we are already filled our capability of repayment, can we shift it to another 6 months? That is the training what we will have to give. That has really happened. And today he is thinking so many things. We have got a lot of ambitions. Since as a youngster, you will have a lot of ambitions, growing business and everything is there. But nowadays he is thinking what we can repay and what we can do on that. Probably he is also very good in finance management of taking into bank. And now today I have totally left all the finance management with him. So I hope that he is doing well. And more than me, I am thinking that he is doing more than me. More than me, definitely. Why I am telling, what I am saying that our thinking of concept is different. When I am having my own industry starting and all that, I used to maximize my resources, minimizing the capital, minimizing the burden and all that. But today, at that time, that even the capital getting from the bank is a very big problem. Today, there is a lot of avenues to getting a working capital or whatever you say, capital of machineries, capital and all that, it has become very easy. Without collateral, we can get it. So there is a lot of avenues. So he started making use of that. Even when I am coming that, one more thing what I told to my son, what are the things which I am doing it, we should not do. So what I am saying that, one example what I can say that, don't use the old machinery, try to have a plan to replace it at the earliest. Otherwise, you will have a lot of problems. Just we replaced about, after this arrival, we replaced 10 to 15 machines was scrapped. But my generation, I want to use the same machine by doing some, some magic, this and that, some maintenance, something like that. And then we will try to pull on the machine to the maximum extent. Even you will never believe, first machine I used the first DMJ machines up to 20 years. But with a lot of difficulties. And so I told him, don't do this mistake. So these are all some tips. What we cannot do, what I, so நான் என்ன செய்தனோ அதை நீ திருப்பி அந்த சில விஷயங்களை நீ பண்ணாத. இதை நான் வந்து ரொம்ப கிளியராக சொன்னேன். By understanding that, this is one of the example. Don't use a machinery. And then one more thing. Try to put the AMC of maintenance of all machines from outsource. Periodic maintenance you try to maintain. So don't depend on your own maintenance. This you will do and all that. So the periodicity will be more and more, adherence will be there, so that you will be more successful. Which I have not did. Whenever the breakdowns come, they will come, sir, some problem. Okay, we can go and attend, do some here and there, and then we will start running the machine. So these are all the things you cannot able to attend. So don't go and waste time. What I did, the wasting the time on that area, please don't waste your time on that area. So all the small tips which you could not do what I am doing it. So this is something what I can say change. The period change. So I am in the old, now is the new age. So that type of information probably more useful to the younger generation, and it will motivate also further. Probably he is more systematic in his life. Probably I am not that much systematic. So whatever thing, but certain things are there. Even I could be able to see some Euro, Munjal and all that. I came to know that they will be dining it in the night, only group.
That is a Marodi culture.
Huh?
Main Marodi, I mean, he must be knowing it.
They will be dining it in the night. So everybody will gather and then do the dining. Probably these are all the disciplines. Probably when we are going it, probably that is possible. But we are not that type of high disciplined people. But anyway, everybody will be successful in one way or other. That way we can take it into that. But try to feed the youngsters, not blocking their mind. Feed the students, feed the youngsters, not blocking the mind. And then one more thing also I'll tell you that everything was not successful. What I am saying that. He also did mistakes. I used to say, I did mistakes and learn. You also do learn. This has happened actually. This was happened. Selecting the machines. Selecting the supplier. So some mistake was happening. Probably when we were giving the freedom, this used to happen. So we also did like that only. We did a mistake and I learned to. So that digestion we should have. That is why he has also highlighted in a different way. So giving the freedom and as well as digesting their mistakes, probably bring the youngsters in a different way.
Wonderful, sir, to know how well you've aligned your financial planning with your long-term growth and your next generation entrepreneurs aiming to scale their businesses up. I'll slowly move into another domain which we need to look at with all these dynamic challenges. And Vijay sir, I know that you have been into your own product for long now. So if we were to touch upon a little bit of product development, I'd like to ask you, how do you align your product development with the market trends and customer needs?
Basically, again here, hi. We are, we have another company which I was been long 22 years I've been taking care. It's the name of Southern Agro Engines Private Limited. We were third largest engine manufacturers in India. We used to produce 65,000 engines. Honda is number one, Greaves is number two, and third we used to be in number 3 position. We have done a lot of exports, and we were working very closely with Toyota Shushu. for their global tenders in small agri equipments around the world. That's a company which we try to do. From there, we started in collaboration with Villiers UK in 1998, the small engines. From there, we moved forward into agri equipments. But all this came once we started moving in with the engines. We were only engine manufacturers. Basically, these are petrol start kerosene engines, which were very old model engines. From there, we wanted to go forward. Then we were looking at 2-3 options, whether we go into marine or we will get into ancillary powers like gensets, or we will get into automotive. All that ways we have done. Even we have done 3-wheeler. We worked with Kohler. I done proto model of a 3-wheeler. That time, one Mr. Patel was MD of Tata Motors. He was very good close friend of mine. He called me and told Vijay, why not you come to Tata Motors? That time I went to Tata Motors, saw a vehicle running around in the test field. That was Tata Ace. So we are in India. 6 people. We were in the initial stage of that auto. I was developing a 0.75 tonnage auto. Mahindra was in 1 ton, and 0.5 ton there are a lot of people. So we were trying to make 0.75 ton. On engine side we were doing, because I got Mahindra ex-Mahindra team working for me. I've done a lot of investment on that portion. We have invested on AVL, we have invested on the engine range for analyzers. So done a lot of work there. On seeing that I came, the next day I stopped the project. We invested only for market survey. I've invested this is all family run business. So almost 75 lakhs I invested only in market survey across India, Sri Lanka, we did Africa, we did. I immediately came and stopped because I know the project will go for a toss. And all the 5 people went bankrupt. I mean, I should not say that because they also had some industries, but they had a very bad patch because all they were in advanced stage of manufacturing. Tooling was done, because tooling were, those days it used to be 2.5 crores, so the front shield, chassis, everything. So we stopped there. I escaped. Ultimately, they had a lot of issues. What I'm saying is product, when we go into product, that's the reason seeing all this, then we decided we'll only grow with agriculture equipments, where we have seen that at least the hits can be taken little better than getting into bigger challenges in automotive or marine or other products. That's why we got into agriculture products. And we are not able to get into tractors, but we are into small equipments. Smaller equipments, even we have done, we have 2 patents. We have our own patents. We have exported the products even to Japan, Korea, all we have done. That's a single row product, single row weeder we call, which is used for weeding of rice up to 90 days to 120 days. It's a effortless product, what we call. So like this, we have selected the product because we only found a risk versus which avenue we can go. So that's how we got into engine forwarded product of agriculture equipments.
So if we can ask you, what else is the big export opportunity in India for the next 5 to 10 years in terms of products?
I would definitely say we have.
You turned down a couple of options. So what next? What good ones?
It depends on everybody's own shoe and their strength. But there is a huge scope which we normally see, because I think everybody would be traveling across countries. So only with your own strength, what you can do would be a great opportunity. And with the Chinese, American things are happening, and the European, in few countries which we are now also exploring with Italy, which we wanted to work with 2-3 companies which they have come forward. There are very good options which are towards India right now than it was 3 years before. Before 3 years, it was only cost driven. But now you go to Italy company, they say the design parameters are much safer in India than we go to Chinese companies. So I see there is a lot of prospects across. It only depends on what the capacity you have.
But in your own agro industry, agro engines and all that, what were the biggest challenges you had during product development and those things?
See, that's what we see. The biggest advantage as Southern Agro is we had a very young team those days. We were the first in India to get rice transplanters, Nath Nadra mission. 1990, in 2005, we introduced the first rice transplanter mission in India with a Korean company by name Asia Rice Transplanters. Our strength was we were able to find the pain points with the customer. Our customer was mainly into agri-related team, because that's where we thought, okay, it fits to our business. So we did a big survey those days, and we found that that's going to be a huge upscale in rice transplanting, because still you don't get people. And it takes it's for 1 acre property, you're trying to do the Nath Nadranona, you wanted to plant it, it takes at least 20 people, and it goes for two days. Half it, because now things have changed. It was 10 years before it was different, and now quarter lang kudukka vendiyadha irukku. That is the stage it is. Before it was not there, and things are complete. The ethical thing of agriculture is completely changing. So that's how we saw, because Japan and Korea moved out from this space much ahead. They were in this around 80s, they were completely automated. Japan was completely automated. Korea was also 85, it was completely automated. And we thought would be a better this to go back. But we had our own setbacks. The Asian Korean company didn't support us once we were completely scaled up. So we have to stop the product. We got into other products. Even now we are developing a gearbox which is completely imported from China. We are the only people in India, we have developed the gearbox. We are working with Simpson now. Greaves has now come forward with getting into that product. Now Kirloskar has come forward to get that product, and we are coming out with a stripped out version which is for cost, because now we have to work with fight with China. So we have done a stripped down version. We are launching it actually April 14th we wanted to launch Tamil New Year, but we have gone down. June we are launching. So these are our அதாவது எப்படின்னா அடி உத நிறைய வாங்கியிருக்கோம் to say that உடம்பு ஃபுல்லாக காயம். So these kayams have given us a way to find out how we can go into putting a product cost effective now, and we are also trying to launch the complete product by this year end. We are working on the engine design already. We have a very small team. I am one of the major brain, they think, our office thing, but I am not. But there are very good guys in our team who are really working forward. We will be launching the complete product now.
With your new product that you just mentioned about, and the cost factors in it and all that, Prabhuram sir, if you can also put in some input there to see how you would approach a cost control or maintain liquidity when you are going to scale up with a product line and growth for rapid growth opportunities.
Thank you. First of all, many congratulations, and the kind of things what you did and the product and everything is feeling very proud about you. But I just want to give one feedback to you, and when you were talking finally, you said, they said in everything me, but all my team, that you can say here, but not in front of the team. Because when it comes to the increment, they will put that card against you. No, I'm not just casually, I'm just telling, but you are the one. See how it is. It's a beautiful heart. It's one of the best heart. It's a beautiful pancreas, one of the best pancreas. It's a beautiful lungs. It's one of the best lungs. But everything controlled by the brain, that's you. So this is how it has to be taught to them. Coming to the question, and see for us, everybody, recently, if anybody asks how you make profit and all that, liquidity, handful of cash and everything, you cannot expect any profit from the customer anymore. You have to find your profit within your organization by doing resource management and innovation. Every department is a bank. If you go there, a lot of money is still sitting. You cannot say that I have arrived. That's what it is. See, in fact, recently we have appointed a person who is called actualization manager. His position is actualization manager. He has to go and study each and every operation with what is that number of manpower, what is the machine hour rate, what is the coolant consumption, every detail he has to take and then finally he has to give me a report that what is the cost per component, what is the selling price, what is the actual cost it is taking. I am not telling, but in case if the cost is little higher than what the customer is giving, immediately you cannot go and ask the customer, this is what the actualization cost says, immediately pay back. I am telling, whatever that improvement, whatever the thing you have to do, you can always do it. In case if you are not able to do it, you have to take a call whether you have to continue, because finally everything is profit. If there is no profit, there is nothing, because profit goes, everything grows. If the profit doesn't go, nothing grows. So that is very important parameter, that everybody should know what is the actualization cost on each and everything. That clarity that you should have. 2, liquidity is not only conserving things. See, lot of business giants fall, as known as Mahindra, Tata, everything. It's not because of any other reason, it's because of the cash flow management. They would have invested a lot of things on toolings, they would have invested a lot of things on development, they would have invested a lot of things on marketing, but finally they have not saw this, they have not saw the cash flow. Because you will be having everything in paper, but you are not having anything to pay. I am having 200 crores somewhere in all the area, but to pay that 40 lakhs for GST I do not have. That is the kind of a condition, because cash flow is very important. That cash flow is getting operated in 7 levers. I call it 7 levers for cash flow. One is price, the second is volume, third is OPEX, call it operating expenditure, the fourth is CAPEX, capital expenditure, then accounts payable, accounts receivable, finally stock. These 7, if you are able to monitor properly each and every detail, I just want to give some brief things on each and everything, because we can take, it's a huge subject, but still, price. When it comes to price, we are not asking customer about price increase. The delta increase has to be asked, whether they are giving or they are not giving periodically, because inflation rate in India is almost about 10%. And every year your mind is already set this age how much we can give, because year on year discount, turnover discount, or annual price negotiation, APN, so many things you have already tuned that you will not be able to increase price, you have to give the discount, it has been tuned, you have been mesmerized. What I am telling is, you periodically analyze everything and ask the delta increase, in case if your service, in case if you are responsible, if you are adding lot of value to the customers are ready to pay you back. If you are not asking, how can they pay? Price is very important. Price is very, very important. For example, if you are making a component, maybe 100 numbers, in which 1 rupee per component you are making a profit, it's 100 rupees. So if you want to double your profit, either you have to make 200 numbers, or you have to increase your profit to 2 rupees per component. Obviously, you will turn over, your profit will become 200 rupees. So price is very, very important, that we have to monitor. There are very minimum thing, see, because when we go to the pricing structure, we take emotional decision pricing, not intellectual scientific workout, and then we give, because we take impulsive decision. If I don't act on it, the customer will give it to the competitor and all that. We have to be very, very clear about pricing. Then volume. In case if you are not able to control the pricing or get the pricing, at least you can play on volume. Because why you have to play on the volume? Price into volume is equal to turnover, otherwise your turnover will not grow. If you are not doing anything on price, if you are not increasing your volume, then there is no chance of increasing your turnover except inflation. Raw material price increases, your turnover increases, otherwise your turnover will not increase. So you have to be very clear about your volume. So when it comes to the price, you have to have a monopoly system, your own innovation, where you will be able to demand the price. In terms of volume, you have to take the component where massive volume you can do, nobody should compete in pricing. We are also having the 2 kind of strategies. Certain components, our price is the cheapest, nobody can come and touch. So certain components, our price is too high, they will not be able to make that component. So like that, the balance you have to have. Anybody who is a blessed entrepreneur who is having control on both. I have my own price control, I have my own volume control, the blessed of those. In case there are those who will be able to control on one, either price or volume I have control, that's also okay, then your growth will be there. Those who are not having control in price also, volume also, you have to seriously think about what we have to start next, where we will be able to have price or volume control. This is 2. 3, capital expenditure. The capital expenditure basically about discipline. Normally when we do business, there are some cash flow. Immediately somebody will get, sir, இந்த இடத்த வாங்கி போடும் சார், நம்ம கிடைக்கவே கிடைக்காது, ரொம்ப சீப்பாக வந்திருக்கு. So immediately impulsively you buy that. So when you are investing on that, what happens to the operational hit? Do you have the staying power? Obviously, that place will grow, it will give yield, and the result will be much more than bank interest, all that will be there. But are you having the staying power to do that? In case, if you are not able to do, then you have to say the panic selling. When you are doing the panic selling, everything will collapse, or you will lose, or you will immediately borrow with the interest rate is very high. So many confusions will happen in case if you are not disciplined about your capital. And also somebody will come, sir, இந்த machine ரொம்ப cheap வருது, வாங்கி போடுங்க, அப்புறமா இது கிடைக்காது, இது 3 நாள்ல வாங்கணும், 5 நாள்ல வாங்கணும், all that they will say. If you are not analyzing the cash flow and buy anything, then we will be in trouble. Finally, if you work out and calculate and see lot of interest you would have paid, lot of sleepless nights you have gone through, then you have to be having a very clear discipline about capital expenditure. Operating expenditure, it comes in two: cost of goods sold. One is COGS, we call it COGS, cost of goods sold. Another one is whatever. See, as I directly said, the actualization. What is that product it takes to manufacture? What is the cost? How can I save it? Because it's all about efficiency improvement, efficiency and effectiveness. When you are doing efficiency improvement in every area, effectiveness in every area, then always your operating expenditure will come down. So capital expenditure, operating expenditure. Finally, we will come to accounts payable, accounts receivable. You will be able to discuss credit terms with your customers. At least you will be able to pay 15 days in advance. You will be able to negotiate with the supplier that we will be able to pay 15 days later, so that you will have an edge of 30 days. Sir, how is it possible? It's all possible only by doing value addition relationship, how you are building with the customer and supplier. Slowly, obviously, if you are able to do it, you will be able to enjoy the benefit of 30 days of cash flow. That's what all the corporates are doing. They will say 45 days, they will be able to give only in 60 days. Officially, they will declare 45 days, they will be able to enjoy that 15 days of your cash flow. Like that, see in suppliers, if you are not able to, you say 45 days, but if before that they will come and ask. Otherwise they will say, raw material vaangadhukku panam illa, enga koduthinga na supply பண்ணுவேன். All that they will say. So we caught in between. So that how you will be able to balance. That is one. Finally, one thing is stock, inventory, most neglected, as I say. If anybody goes early in the morning, ஒரு ஊதுபத்தி ஏற்றிட்டு தான், ஊதுபத்தி இல்லைனா விளக்கு ஏற்றிட்டு தான் நான் பூஜை பண்ணுவேன் அப்படின்ற மாதிரி இருந்தால், சப்போஸ் யூ ஆர் கோயிங், ஒரு ஊதுபத்தி கொடுத்துறீங்க, இல்லை ஒரு கேண்டில் கொடுத்துறீங்க, ஒரு விளக்கு ஏற்றுறீங்க அப்படின்னா, உங்கள் பேக்கெட்டில் புதுசாக 500 ரூபாய் நோட் இருக்குது, எடுத்துகிட்டு அந்த கேண்டிலில் ஒன்றா 500 ரூபாய் எரிச்சு கீழே போட்டுகிட்டே இருக்கீங்க அப்படின்னா, உங்களை யார் வெளியே இருந்து பார்க்குறவங்க என்னான்னு சொல்லுவான், ஏன்னா இவன் பைத்தியம் அப்படின்னு தான் சொல்லுவான். Somehow without knowing we are doing the same thing, because lot of stocks are lying, dead inventory, which are all bundles of money which is not of use, no use. Very, very important, most neglected is the inventory management. That inventory management, physically you have to go and see, it's not in books. You have to walk through the entire factory. ஏன் இந்த மோல்டு இங்கே ரொம்ப நாளாக, ஏன் இந்த மோல்டு பாக்ஸ் இங்கே கிடக்குது, ஏன் இவ்வளோ ஐட்டம் இங்கே வச்சுருக்கீங்க, what is the systems you are having? That is very, very important. Inventory is very, very important. All that 7 levers, if you are able to manage, obviously the cash flow will be much better. When your cash flow is much better, your liquidity will be much better. When you are having a lot of liquidity, you have cash power. When you have liquidity, your negotiation power will increase. Again, it will be a cycle, then you will be able to grow. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You touched upon pricing and pricing versus volume. But then there is always a third factor where you're locked to a customer price, MMR or LMI price and things like that, where you're always on the receiving side. Like the prices are high, your customer doesn't scale up to that and all that. How do you mitigate or how do you negate this issue?
That's why I said in the beginning, there are two things. One is offer price, second is the boundary price. When you have to go for a negotiation, in your mind you have to be very clear about what is the offer price, and you have to be even more clarity about what is the boundary price. Somebody else can give, because his father has given almost about crores and crores together. He is already a crorepati, he wanted to be a lakhpati. So he will give. So what is that you are going to do, that is very important. In case if you are not able to do it, then accepting the order is a suicidal attempt. That's what I would say. What is the point then if it is not good? So it's not about others. For you, this is the boundary price. If the boundary, they are coming down beyond the boundary price, there itself you will say we have to shake hand. Sorry sir, I will not be able to do it before this boundary price. When I say this, even the systems, you can add value. See, basically, initially you will not be able to do it. But strategically, it can be something different. For example, initially when we want to enter into EV segment, one particular component, I don't want to name customer name and everything, we wanted to literally grab the order, and whoever gives the least, less than that 10% we will give. We know it is going to be a loss, we know it is going to be a tough situation, but still we took the order. We have done almost about 3 lakhs components of it, but of course through innovation and resource management we made it break even. We have not converted that into loss. Now that has given an edge. All the 3 lakh components is already in the market. So I have got a pitch for that. Now all the OEMs are coming, and this is a strategic move. Unless if it is a strategic, if it's not a strategic move, you have to be clear about your boundary price and this thing. This is very important. 2, this alloy, when you are talking about alloy, what is the price they are having, what is the systems you are having. Certain things you have to go to their level and accept. Certain things they have to come to your things and accept. Because certain corporate companies, they have their own things. But even that, I am telling you, MMR is the base for that. Once in 3 months only we will do it. Whatever the 3 months you are buying that alloy, next 3 months you are doing it. All that calculation they are telling you are doing. What is the data you are having about this? How many tons of alloy you have supplied for the last 3 months? For that, what is that alloy buying? What is the cost of alloy you are buying? What is the kg per component? Here, next 3 months when you are going to give, what is the projection? For which, if you are using that same thing, what is that it is going to happen? That data do you have for the past 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. With that, can you go and pitch the customer and see this is what your system means. There is no justice in this system. So you have to do the fine tuning in this system, or the one time, what you call, the compensation has to be given. But some cases you have to give it to the customer also. No, I am getting the benefit, so I am giving this 3% to you, voluntarily I am going to give. So the customer will feel the genuinity in you, automatically they will give. I am telling you, there are no fixed policies in any companies. I have seen this. Based on how you negotiate, based on how you add value, based on how you maintain relationship, all that will see that component, whatever I spoke about just a few minutes, about 3 lakhs component. The initial design was 2.2 kilo. We have changed, remodified it to 1.8 kilo. So what is the 3 lakh component into 400 grams? It's a huge saving. But it's not only the saving, how you project yourself that you have already saved. That is very important. It's not the idea itself, it's about presentation of idea. It's not the book itself, it's the cover is important. It's not the gift, it's the package of the gift. So how you are presenting them that you have saved so much, that has to be communicated properly. With all that, we can definitely balance.
Great. Next question to you, Prabhakar sir. You have your new next generation who's got a younger mindset, and you had a conservative mindset in terms of spending and all that. So on the hindsight, what are the financial decisions during the expansions that you would have made differently if you were to do it now?
Probably I can share my experience regarding the expansion, how it happened. Actually, as I told you earlier, probably my son was more than 7 years, the elder joined and then asking for a vertical integration. So his ambition is also very high. Probably being the youngster, he wants to do a business, probably thinking of crores and crores. Probably he is thinking of 1,000 crores of business. These ambitions we cannot say deny or something like that. We will have to make an opportunity to do that. So what I told, for the fast, probably once again the same thing. Whether we have got the capability of expansion to bring the money inside. This is only the once again I put in front of him. Yes, he has also told, yes, what we can do. Then I told him, you bring the project. Probably I will, this experience I have got in my mind. So when he is asking for the vertical integration of a die casting unit, I told him, you put the project and then bring back. Then he brought it, saying that I told what is the market rate of 350 ton machine, okay, 650 ton, you please do 2 or 3 machines and then bring the project. He did the project totally, the repayment, everything he told, and sir, it is not working now. It is not working. This is a challenge in die casting. When you put in the papers, it will not work. Probably people are also facing the same problem. Even Kandasamy will tell. He told me, sir, you should be brave in keeping the price in die casting. This challenge, when I am starting a die casting, he told, sir, you should be the in front of putting the right price for die casting. So I told him also, I'll do it. What I did, what I thought of it, even in introduction I did, our unit is made in a different, unique way. I invested 1.5 times what the average investment of say 1 is, I invested 1.5 times. Keeping the younger generation problems in foundry, all are solved. Probably I'll give one example what I did it. No. Normally in a die casting is a thermal management problem. Thermal management is done by only water. Another thing, thermal management of the die is not measured so far. So it's okay in advanced dies and all that. So these are all common. What 350 ton die, whether we can make that die temperature monitor. These are all not at all thinking. And it is not required as per the today version of requirement of castings and all that. So what I did, so I eliminated the total pollution of water from outside. I totally eliminated. So what I did one oil chiller for the machine, one die chiller for the die. Measure of die temperature. From the die temperature, the water will feed into the die. So that's a feedback system is also made. So this eliminates the total maintenance of the machine, of a die casting machine. Okay, adding other this and that, these are all there, what I am saying that. So keeping the shop floor in a different way. I did it is not a painting, it's a concrete colored shop floor with all painting and other. By seeing that, people will be allowed to have the casting from the shop floor. That atmosphere we could able to make, you can dictate the price. If you enter into a factory, everybody told what even, I think 1 or 2 people has visited here, if I am not wrong. Anybody visited in Dietech Plant 3? So can you give your feedback? Ashokan, I think, what is the feedback from, you got it from, what is the feel you got from the P3? Unga feel enna? Na Plant 3 paatha podu. Nalla pannirukandrathu general. General. There is a lot of difference I could able to make. I got the feedback also from even visitors from abroad also came and then told. Even certain, probably Michuba, Jagan, I think he told, I think he visited twice. You can put the factory in front of customers. See that you can dictating the price.
Sorry sir, today I have some throat problem. Sorry. Really that plant was a lean management system. So entirely the system is equal to Japan. So our Japanese also very good appreciated for your investment and technology. So whatever the casting will be the sound. So our MDs are also telling. So that Dietech has to be a challenge to our plant. Whatever we have to do establish. So even you have the casting, you have to that trace monitoring system. So automatic that trimming. So that the entirely that is a cooling is a different to mold and chiller. That's entirely nobody cannot do. Japan also they are not use because we have to maintain the casting temperature. So we have to maintain separately. So then the casting of rejection, the rejection has to be separated automatically. You have to done from takeout device. But in our plant also we have for using robotic. But our MDs also you have to reduce your investment because they have to use a good technology from takeout device. Because you have internally that local technology you are used and you omitted the robotic that is 0.2 million. So Intel is that very good technology of plant 3, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. What I am saying that probably I am giving an answer to Kandaswamy. Probably we will have to put our facilitation and advanced technologies in front of customers. Okay, sir, whether they are going to pay or not, probably I hope it will be paid. It will be paid. And also, the problem of foundry is also is not much headache. Since we are equipped, all the facilities are made, all the things are embedded in the machine, so that your headache of foundry casting devices, everything will be probably what I can say, if you start measuring it, all the things, probably the people itself will attend the problem, or they will remove the problem, or they will run the problem, they will run the unit in a different way, or without problem, what I am saying that. So probably what, your question, what you are told?
I think I've lost track in trying to summarize everything.
No problem.
How competitive you are with this? That's what almost.
Okay, one more thing what I am saying that I want.
I asked him how, on the hindsight, what decisions he would make differently now than what he made earlier because of the conservative.
That is right. So this is right. Actually, I am also going in the right track. And what Prabhuram, probably last and before year, no, IIF brought him. Now there is a little change from him also. I could able to see his stocks. Now normally you used to say, first statement was made actually. No customer will give a price increase. Very clear. But he has defined each and every department is your bank. The concept, please understand. Each and every department for your own activities is having a bank. Filter it, take. It's a very good concept what he is saying there. So even customer is asking, only you increase the productivity is a global word, but eliminating the waste, reducing the rejections. So probably what he is saying, one more also, the GAMPA audit is also, even though the system, digitalization, so many things are there, the GAMPA is also necessary. That is what he is insisting on that. First time he told nobody is price increasing, but today I could able to, from his mouth, what I said, you balance it. If you are not comfortable, don't take it. If you are comfortable with having an improvement or kaizen in your product, you do it. Or otherwise, if you want to take a risk for the future business, probably what he has taken in Holland, what he is talking. So, the business strategy has to be placed by the owner of the company. What we are going to do. So now the strategy, what I did know, 1.5 times I invested rather than other people, waiting for a customer feedback so that I can get the good rate.
Beautiful.
This is a strategy what I did.
Beautiful.
Not only that, I am also taking into account of future generations should not have a problem on the diecast. Let them run as a machine shop.
Beautiful.
Let them run on a machine shop. Let them not have a headache of running a foundry. So whatever we know, so it is only nothing is that measurement wherever you are doing the activity should be measured. In a diecasting, measurement is now today is still low and low, still they have to go upward. Machinery side, there is a lot of measurement, there is a lot of digitalization, lot of display. Die side, nobody is still supporting it. So probably if you could be able to measure the performance of the die by way of temperature, this and that, probably we will be able to winning the game. So strategy is only how we are going to approach the business, what he has told, no? Number one, no price will be given. So what is the strategy you are giving? Increase is given. Whether you want to do that price or not, that is another strategy. Another is taking the risk, knowing the future, building the future. So probably he is very clearly told. From that, I think we have got our own answers. Probably what he is saying also one thing, when I am attending immediately, he told that material price.
Yes, sir.
Material price is not at all considered by the customer. So he is not at all paid. So I think Praburam has given a right answer.
True, sir.
So it is
But
up
still,
to whether you could be able to give a contract to the customer, whether we can make a contract for correct price. That is one strategy. Whether you could be able to absorb it within that price, that's the second strategy. Third strategy, why you are not incurring a loss for the customer. So that's the third strategy. So everything, what I am saying that everything, even ஒரு விஷயம் ஒன்று இருக்கு, கடவுள் வந்து இல்லைன்ற ஒரு 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 பக்கம் இருக்குது, கடவுள் இருக்காருன்னு ஒரு பக்கம் இருக்கு. ரெண்டு பேருமே கடவுள் வந்து காட்டல, இருக்காருன்னு அவங்க சொல்கிறதுக்கும் ஒரு எவிடன்ஸ் இல்லை, இருக்காருன்னு. ஸோ கடைசியில் என்ன சித்தாந்தத்தில் வந்தது அப்படின்னா, யூ ஆர் த காட், யுவர் சோல் இஸ் காட், நத்திங் இஸ் ஆர் மோர். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி எல்லா விஷயத்திலுமே நம்மக்கிட்ட தான் டெசிஷன் மேக்கிங், நாம தான் டெசிஷன் மேக்கர். ஸோ என்ன வேணும் ஆஃப் த டெசிஷன் மேக்கர்னா, வி நீட் த எக்ஸ்போஷர் ஆஃப் த மார்க்கெட், எக்ஸ்போஷர் ஆஃப் த பிஸ்னஸ் ட்ரெண்ட். These are all the forums that we will attend and then we can take a call on that. நம்ம வந்து மற்றபடி நமக்கு வந்து அது கொடுக்கலையே, இது நடக்கலையே அப்படின்னு சொன்னால் எப்பவுமே நடக்காது. ஆனால் those who are all doing a business with satisfaction is that அவங்க பண்ணின்னு தான் இருக்காங்க இன்னும். ஸோ அவங்க பண்ணாதில்ல. ஸோ மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் த ஆன்சர்ஸ் ஆர் வித் யூ. பட் அந்த என்ன அந்த ஆன்சர்ஸ் எடுக்க அந்த டெசிஷன் மேக்கிங் சொன்னார் மார்னிங் வந்து கிளாஸ். ஸோ டேக்கிங் லாட் ஆஃப் இன்புட்ஸ், அதுதான் இந்த ஃபோரமும் ஷேரிங் த நாலேஜ் வித் அதர்ஸ். தீஸ் ஆர் ஆல் த மேக்கிங் மோர் அண்ட் மோர் பாயிண்ட்ஸ் ஸோ தட் த டெசிஷன் மேக்கிங் வில் நாட் பி அ பேட். ஸோ இதுதான் என்னால் இப்போ ஆன்சர் பண்ண முடியும். ஸோ வாட் ஐ எம் சேயிங் தட், ஸோ எவ்ரிபடி ஹஸ் காட் ப்ராப்ளம் இன் த ஃபவுண்டரி. ஸோ ஹவு தே ஆர் கோயிங் டு அப்ரோச் டு solve the problem, or getting the more rate, or getting the more profit, or something like that. So how we are going to approach? So certain people will not touch the foundry for a better profit. Okay. வந்து ஃபவுண்டரி எடுத்து ப்ராஃபிட் பண்ணு, இப்போ ப்ராஃபிட் ஹை ப்ராஃபிட் வேணும் அப்படின்னா வந்து ஒரு கோலாக வச்சோம் அப்படின்னா ஃபவுண்டரி இஸ் நாட் த ரைட் ஏரியா. இப்போ நீங்கள் வந்து இப்படி சொல்லலாம், அதாவது நிறைய டேர்ன் ஓவர் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா ஃபவுண்டரி இஸ் த ரைட். ஏன்னா மெட்டீரியல் ரேட் இஸ் மோர் தென் இது அவர் கரெக்டாக சொன்னார். பாயிண்ட் கேட்ச் பண்ண மெட்டீரியல் வந்து 200 rupees, யுவர் லேபர் இஸ் ஒன்லி கன்வர்ஷன் இஸ் ஒன்லி 25%, 25%, 30%. டுடே இஸ் 30% இப்போ நாட் ஆயிடுது. ஸோ அப்படி பார்க்க சொல்ல பண்ணால் உங்களுடைய டேர்ன் ஓவர் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஏதோ 300 crores பண்ணுற மாதிரி இருக்கும், 500 crores பண்ணுற மாதிரி இருக்கும். பட் ஆக்சுவலி யூ ஆர் டூயிங் ஒன்லி 30% ஆஃப் தட் வேல்யூ ஆட் இஸ் ஒன்லி 30%. ஸோ இப்போ டேர்ன் ஓவர் பண்ணால் ஃபவுண்டரி பண்ணலாம். இப்போ நீங்கள் என்ன நிறைய இடத்துல போய் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா கூட இப்போ வந்து பெரிய பெரிய ஃபவுண்டரியில் 1000 crores பண்ணுறேன், 1500 crores பண்ணுறேன் அப்படின்னு நீங்கள் அப்படி கொஞ்சம் எடுத்து பார்த்தோம்னா சில ஃபவுண்டரிஸ்லாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா தே ஆர் டூயிங் ஒன்லி 1500, 300 crores of business they are doing it, nothing else. So that is the real actual in foundry. Even cast iron கூட I think it is a ratio of 50-50 if I am not wrong. Cast iron and all that, if I am cast iron foundry is, what is the ratio? Anybody can share? Ferrous foundry. What is the material versus process labor? 30%. அதுவும் 30 தானா? Very good. But probably foundry is always having a constraints on margins. But anyway, we have selected some avenue. We will have to go with happiness, what he has told, that also to be taken into that. And happiness வந்தது அப்படின்னா probably business is also happy. So இன்னொன்று உங்ககிட்ட இருந்தாலும் இப்போ வந்து ஒரு பேக்கெட்டில் வந்து 500 ரூபா இருந்தாலும் 5000 ரூபா இருந்தாலும் ரெண்டும் ஒன்று தான். பட் ஹவு யூ ஆர் கோயிங் டு டேக் அண்ட் தென் செரிஷ், தட் இஸ் த மெயின் ஐடியா பைக்கண்டே. இப்போ இது என்னுடைய சன் அதுவும் சொல்கிற மாதிரி யங்கர் ஜென்ரேஷன் பாருங்கள், அவனை பொறுத்தவரை அவன் என்ன சொல்கிறான், ஒரு சிம்பிளாக ஒன்று சொன்னான், எனக்கு ரொம்ப ஆச்சரியமாக இருந்தது. நான் இப்போது வந்து ஏப்பா இவ்வளோ இந்த இதில் போகிறேன் அப்படின்னா, சார் வி வில் கெட் ஆல் த வித்தவுட் கொலாட்ரல் வில் கெட் த மிஷின்ஸ், த feasibility is there, market is there. So you can get all the machines without any collateral. Based on performance of the company they are giving. He is telling the worst condition he is thinking. If the company goes wrong, I will return the machines. So he is thinking the experiment also. We will never think of that. He is telling that, sir, it has come for a lease and then I will return the machines. Why you are failing? But it is not going to happen and all that. But the worst conditions also to be thought of it, what I am saying. அது ஏன் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா then only you will be peace. உங்கள் மனசுக்கு நிம்மதியாக இருக்கும். அந்த ரிஸ்க் எடுத்துமே ஒரு 30 கோடி ரூபா கடன் வாங்கிட்டோமே, 20 கோடி ரூபா கடன் வாங்கிட்டோமே அப்படின்னு நினைக்காத. யூ வில் பி ரெஸ்ட், ஏன்னா டேக்கிங் த ரைட் டெசிஷன்ஸ். ஸோ ஐ திங்க் வாட்னா எப்படி என்னுடைய தாரம்சம் எப்படி அப்படின்னு சொன்னால், ஈச் அண்ட் எவ்ரி திங் ஹஸ் காட் எ சொல்யூஷன்ஸ் ஆஃப் இஸ் ஓன். அவங்கவுங்களுடைய ஓன் டெசிஷன்ஸில் தான் ஹாப்பினஸும் அந்த சொல்யூஷன்ஸும் இருக்குது. பட் அந்த டெசிஷன் மேக்கிங்காக we'll have to get lot of points through sharing of people, with sharing knowledge of people or from this and that, updating the trend, what it is going in the aluminum die casting industry, what it is there. இதெல்லாம் தான் இருக்கும். பட் ஷேரிங் டு அதர்ஸ் பீப்புள் டெஃபினெட்லி இன்னொன்று இருக்குது. நிறைய பேர் வந்து இந்த ஷேர் பண்ணுறது தேவையில்லாம அது ஒரு கான்ஃபிடென்ஷியலாலிட்டி அப்படின்னா. என்னை பொறுத்தவரை வந்து நான் எப்படி திங்க் பண்ணுவேன்னா, நிறைய பேர் சொல்லுவாங்க உங்கள் டூல் ரூமையே எடுத்து போய் காமிக்கிறீங்க, யுவர் காட்ஸ் பண்ணி யுவர் ஓன். நான் சொல்லுவேன், நான் காமிச்சா தான் அவங்க என்ன லெவலில் இருக்காங்க, நான் என்ன லெவலில் இருக்கேன், நெக்ஸ்ட் லெவல் ஐ கேன் மூவ். இஃப் ஐ எம் ஷேரிங் சம்திங் தென் ஒன்லி ஐ வில் மூவ் டு நெக்ஸ்ட் லெவல். இன்னொன்று கூட ஒரு முக்கியமான விஷயம் ஐ லேர்ன்ட் பை, நான் ப்ராப்ளி ஐ எம் இன் த ஏஜ் ஆஃப் 68. இஃப் ஐ எம் நாட் ஐ எம் 68. நான் இப்போ போக ரியலைஸ் பண்ணுறேன்னா, நான் பசங்களுக்கு அதான் சொல்லித்தரேன். என்ன சொல்கிறேன்னா, கமிட்மெண்ட், யூ கமிட் யூ வில் டூ இட். நீ கமிட்மெண்ட் பண்ணலை அப்படின்னா யூ வில் நெவர் டூ இட். நீ 4 பேர்கிட்ட கமிட் பண்ணு, யூ வில் டூ த திங்ஸ். நீ மனசில் வச்சு நான் பண்ண போகிறேன் அப்படின்னா யூ வில் நெவர் டூ இட். கமிட் பண்ணினா யூ வில் டூ இட். ஷேரிங் டு த அதர்ஸு நம்ம பேசிட்டே இருக்க சொல்ல பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நம்மளுடைய தப்பு வந்து நமக்கே தெரியும். நான் ஒரு டெக்னிக்கலாக ஒரு விஷயம் பண்ணியிருக்கேன், நான் வந்து எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணுறேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு கூப்பிட்டு நான் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணேன்னா, அந்த எக்ஸ்பிளனேஷன் போக போக அவங்களுக்கு சொல்ல ஓ இந்த இடத்துல நாம் வந்து கரெக்டாக பண்ணலையே அப்படின்னு கண்டிப்பாக ஓடி வரும் மைண்ட். ஸோ ஷேரிங் இஸ் ஒன் ஆஃப் த வே டு ஃபைண்ட் யுவர் ஓன் டிஃபெக்ட்ஸ். தட் இஸ் த வே ஐ ஃபவுண்ட். நான் அதை உட்காந்து நீங்கள் பேசுனதுனால தான் கமிட் பண்ணால் தான் இந்த இடத்துல நாம் வந்து தப்பு பண்ணியிருக்கோம் உன்னால் ரியலைஸ் பண்ண முடியும், ஈவன் அவங்களே ஹைலைட் பண்ணலனாலும். ஸோ தீஸ் ஆர் ஆல் த திங்ஸ் ஆர் அவைலபிள். ஸோ சொல்யூஷன்ஸ் ஆர் ஒன்லி வித் அஸ். பட் அந்த சொல்யூஷன்ஸ் எடுக்கிறதுடைய டேட்டா பாயிண்ட்ஸ் வந்து ஜஸ்ட் லைக் ஏஐ மாதிரி, யூ ஷுட் டேக் மோர் அண்ட் மோர், கலெக்டிங் மோர் அண்ட் மோர் பாயிண்ட்ஸ் through so many forums or so many ways and so many இதில் வந்து கொண்டு வந்தீங்கன்னா probably you will be the best. Thank you sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you sir. Now I have received a request for a question, but we'll give it out to them for a small question session. So can we have some question and answers?
The reference to
No, it's about you.
success and planning.
However,
Am I audible, sir? These three, here we have taken cases for success development for the family-run companies. They are developing their own sons, their own family members. When there is no proper family members are there to take over the company again, what will we do at that time? There are cases I have seen, many family here has sold the companies since the two sons were not acting for coming to the Diecasters. So in the
can I answer? I understood the question, sir. I understood the question. Please, sir. See, basically he is asking when there is no son or daughter to take over the business, can we take the legacy to the next level through professionals? Correct? Yes. He is up to the decision of the creator, the owner who has built the business. What is that he want to do? Really he want to, say for example there is an actor, I know that I don't want to name it, whatever I earn I want to enjoy, finish it off and go. That is his policy. There are certain things, see actually an entrepreneur will enjoy only 10% of what he creates, less than 10% of what he creates, because they have a concept, money can do a little to you, it can do a lot through you. That's the concept of every entrepreneur. So question is, basically I would prefer family owned, professionally run organizations we can build. We can build a separate directorship. You can ask the professional to run the company. You can be on the board. You can monitor everything. Entire thing they will run, but still the legacy can carry. Like that you have to develop professionals. And of course, the professional vision has to match with your own vision. Probably you look for one, in case if you don't find, you have to create that type of people. 3, everything must be very properly systematized. This is a system should driven, because we can grow the companies till certain level of individual brilliance. After that it has to run through a system brilliance. That's why somebody sitting in US is buying companies in India and operating. He doesn't know where is the company is, what they are doing it, but still they are making profits. It's all based on systems. So how we are creating the system so that the professional can carry that entire thing and then they can move on. Lot of companies, even Bosch doesn't have the ownership. It's all run by professionals. Accenture, it's run by professionals. So many big organizations, I can say it's all run by professionals, not by the founder who has done this. So it's all founders' call, how they want to do it. If they want to really create a legacy about it, then they can take on. And based on that, when you are there, if you are creating a framework and having a systems of developing the second line, we can develop and then it will take over on its own.
The second generation hand over பண்ணனும் அப்படினு வந்து hand over பண்ணனும் அப்படினு நம்ம திங்க் பண்ணோம்னா what is the preparation they did it? அந்த ஜெனரேஷனுக்கு வந்து அவங்க வந்து எந்த லெவலில் அவங்க ப்ரிப்பரேஷன் பண்ணியிருந்தாங்கன்னா தென் தட் கேன் பி ஈஸிலி ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர். இப்போ ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் நான் சொல்கிறேன். இட் இஸ் ஹேப்பன் இன் மை ஒரு 15 years or 20 years பேக். அப்போ பசங்க வந்து என்னுடைய பசங்க எல்லாமே தே ஆர் இன் எஜுகேஷன். இந்த கம்பெனியை வந்து எப்படி வந்து அவங்ககிட்ட ஹேண்ட் ஓவர் பண்ண முடியும்னு 15 years பேக் ப்ராப்ளம் ஈவன் ஐ ரோட் இந்த இதில் ரோட் மேப்பை போட்டேன் நான். இந்த இதில் இது வரும், இவங்க எந்த இயரில் வராங்க, இது குறுக்க என்ன இருக்குது அப்படிலாம் ஈவன் நான் உட்காந்து அந்த அப்போது அந்த ஃபஸ்ட்டு நான் எக்ஸல் கூட கிடையாது இல்லை அப்போது. தட் இஸ் கால்டு இந்த ஷீட்டு ஸ்ப்ரெட்ஷீட். ஃபஸ்ட்டு நானே வந்து அது ஃபஸ்ட்டு அப்போ இது கூட கிடையாது, அது அந்த எல்இடி சம்திங் லைக் தட் மானிட்டர் நானே போடுவேன். இந்த இயரில் இவங்க வராங்க, இந்த வராங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லி. சரி இவங்க வந்தாங்கன்னா என்ன எதிர்பார்ப்பாங்க அப்படின்னு ஐ தாட் ஆஃப் இட். ஈவன் 15 years ஐ எம் ட்ரூலி சேயிங் வாட் தே எக்ஸ்பெக்ட். நான் இதை கொடுக்கணும் அவங்ககிட்ட அப்படின்னு சொன்னோன்னா நான் என்ன பண்ணணும்? ஸோ இமீடியட்லி ஐ தாட் டிஜிட்டலைசேஷன் நம்ம எப்போ பண்ணி இந்த சிஸ்டமைஸ் பண்ணோம்னா தான் டூல் ரூம் இஸ் அ வெரி டிஃபிகல்ட் டு ரன். தட் இஸ் அனதர் எவ்ரிபடி நோஸ் அபவுட் இட். எனக்கு அனதர் சேலஞ்ச். இவனுக்கு வந்து டூல் ரூம் வேறு ரன் பண்ணணும். இட்ஸ் நாட் அ மேனுஃபேக்சரிங் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி, இட் இஸ் சம்திங் டிஃப்ரெண்ட், டூலிங் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி. ஸோ ஹவு வி கேன் பில்ட் டு டேக் கேர் ஆஃப் த நெக்ஸ்ட் ஜென்ரேஷன். ஸோ ஐ தாட் இட் இஸ் ஒன்லி டிஜிட்டலைசேஷன் இன் சிஸ்டம்ஸ். ஸோ ஐ டிட் லாட் ஆஃப் திங்ஸ் ஆன் டிஜிட்டலைசேஷன். ப்ராப்ளி இஆர்பி என்னுடைய கம்பெனியில் வந்து வெதர் அஃபோர்டபிலிட்டி இருக்கான்னுலாம் தெரியாது. ஐ ஹவ் காட் ஏ கஸ்டமர் போர்ட்டல், ஐ ஹவ் காட் ஏ சப்ளையர் போர்ட்டல், ஐ ஹவ் காட் ஏ ஆர்டர் கேன் சார்ட் டு கஸ்டமர்ஸ். And then all the quality management system was embedded in the ERP. Say any meeting, என்கிட்ட கிட்டத்தட்ட என்னுடைய கம்பெனியில் வந்து 30 மீட்டிங் நடக்கும் சார். ஒவ்வொரு டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்டுக்கு எவ்ரி மந்த் தே வில் டூ த மீட்டிங்ஸ். எப்படி லாக் பண்ணி வச்சுருக்க பாருங்க. ஸோ அந்த மந்த்லி மீட்டிங் ஐ ஹேவ் ஸ்டார்டட் ஹியர். MPPRன்னு சொல்லுவோம், மந்த்லி பர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ் அண்ட் பிளான். ஸோ இந்த 30 மீட்டிங் அவன் அட்டன் பண்ணுறதுக்கே சரியாக இருக்கும் உங்களுக்கு. 30 மீட்டிங்கில் செலக்டாக பண்ண மாதிரியா பண்ணிக்கோ, ஒரு 10 மீட்டிங் அதான். ஸோ சேல்ஸ் மீட்டிங் இஸ் அ கம்பல். ஸோ சிஸ்டம் இஸ் ஆர்கனைஸ்ட் அண்ட் பீப்புள் ஹேவ் பீன் ட்ரெயின்டு டு ப்ரெசென்ட் தேர் பர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ் அண்ட் பிளான். இதை நம்ம கிரியேட் பண்ணி ஒரு இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில் கொடுக்க முடிஞ்சுது அப்படின்னா யங்ஸ்டர்ஸ் லவ் டு கம் அண்ட் ஹேண்ட். நோ அந்த அட்மாஸ்பியர், ஹவு வி ஆர் மேக்கிங் த அட்மாஸ்பியர் டு சிட் அண்ட் ஒர்க். இதெல்லாம் நிறைய வந்து அது என்ன வாட் ஐ வாண்ட் டு கிவ் அன் ஆன்சர் டு திருஞானம். யார் வந்து எங்கள் ஜென்ரேஷன் ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் பண்ணுறாங்களோ அந்த ஃப்யூச்சருடைய இது என்ன ரிக்குவயர்மெண்ட் இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு அவங்க தெரிஞ்சுட்டு அதுக்கேற்ற மாதிரி ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணி கொண்டு போய் கம்பெனி ஹேண்ட் ஓவர் பண்ணால் இட் வில் பி பெட்டர், வெரி ஈஸிலி டு ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர். அதர்வைஸ் ஃபெயிலர் மோட் வில் பி தேர். அதர்வைஸ் கம்பல்சரி எடுத்து ஃபெயில் ஆகிறது இருக்குது. ஃபாதர் வந்து உடம்பு சரியில்லை இருக்காது, அதனால் எடுத்து ஃபெயில் ஆகிற கேஸ் இருக்குது. சில கேசஸ் வந்து ஃபோர்ஸில் எடுக்கிறது. ஈவன் நீங்கள் எந்த வீட்டு என்டர்பிரனர் கேட்டாலும் அவங்க அம்மா சொல்லுவாங்க சன்னுக்கிட்ட, அந்த ஆளுக்கு தான் பொழப்பு சரியில்லை, நீ ஏன் நீ போய் வேலைக்கு போ அப்படின்னு. இது நிறைய இடத்துல கேள்விப்பட்டேன். மை ஒய்ஃப் இஸ் டெல்லிங் டு சன், அவருக்கு தான் ஒன்றும் இல்லை, அவர் மாட்டு போய் கிடையாது, நீ போடா வேலைக்கு போடா, நீ போய் நிம்மதியாடுறா. இது வந்து நடந்திருக்கு உண்மையிலே. இது மாதிரி நிறைய இது வந்து நான் கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கேன். நான் மதர் வில் நெவர் ப்ரொமோட் அ சன் டு பிஸ்னஸ். உண்மையிலே அதான். ஏன்னா பிஸ்னஸ் போகிறவங்க வந்து she is thinking that she is not taken care அப்படின்ற மாதிரி ஒரு ஃபீல் இருக்குது. பட் ரியல் ஃபீல் கிடையாது. அது
நம்மளுக்கு தெரியாது சார்.
ரியல் ஃபீல் கிடையாது. டிபேட்டபிள், ஹைலி டிபேட்டபிள் வாட் ஐ எம் சேயிங் தட். ஏன்னா என்ன தெரிஞ்சவரை அது ரியல் ஃபீலாக நான் எடுத்துக்க மாட்டேன் சார். அன்புன்றது டைம் தான் கிடையாது. there's a lot of debate is there, what I'm saying there. Time spending alone is not that. எல்லாரும் உட்காந்து டைனிங்கில் சாப்பிட்றதுனால அன்பே இல்லாத உட்காந்து சாப்பிட்டா என்ன பண்ண முடியும்? லவ்வே இல்லை அந்த இடத்துல. வாட் இஸ் த பர்பஸ் ஆஃப்? அவன் வந்து சன் ஒரு பக்கம் பார்ப்பான், ஃபாதர் ஒரு பக்கம் பார்ப்பாங்க, அம்மா 2 பேருக்கு இடையில போட்டு இல்லைன்னா ஏதோ உட்காந்து அவங்க இடையில வந்து அதை அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருப்பாங்க. So that is not the real. The transaction of their thoughts transparently to others, அது நடந்ததுன்னா அந்த டைனிங் இஸ் ஓகே. ஸோ அதனால் நீங்கள் நம்ம என்ன ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணணும், அவங்க ஃபியூச்சர் ரெக்குயர்மெண்ட் என்ன இருக்குது, நான் 15 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடி நினச்சதுனால தான் இன்றைக்கி வந்து என்னால் அது சொல்ல முடியுது. அவனால் அவன் வந்து கம்ப்யூட்டரில் எல்லாமே ஓகே ஓகே எவ்ரி திங் இஸ் சார் கஸ்டமர் போர்ட்டல் இருக்குது. அதுவே ஒரு பெரிய ஃபேஷினேஷன் ஃபார் த யங்ஸ்டர்ஸ். So they can interact with their customers through 24 hours. This and that, every facility is created, digitalization, total management system is embedded in ERP. So now we will have to think of AI. That is the stage has come. Today I thought, இது பார்த்த உடனே சரி ஏற்கனவே ஒன்று திங்க் பண்ணிட்டு சரி இதுதான் நெக்ஸ்ட் என்னுடைய எக்ஸ்போர்ஷன். AI has to come inside the fact. அவன் அதை பண்ணி அவன் ரெடி பண்ணால் அடுத்த ஜென்ரேஷன் வந்து உட்காரும். இல்லைன்னா அவன் வந்து பண்ணலை அப்படின்னா நெக்ஸ்ட் ஜென்ரேஷன் அவன் திங்க் பண்ண முடியாது. தேங்க்யூ சார், தேங்க்யூ வெரி மச் ஃபார் இட்.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Ravi Kumar from the Bharat Force. Just today, theme aluminium racing ahead. So, with respect to that theme, now geopolitical scenario today, it is a China being a competitiveness. We are talking about the mindset. Morning, it has been started with CEO meet with the mindset. So now America is putting it the taxes for the 145%, or even now it has been reduced to 80%. But even then, China, we are seeing it has been so much competitiveness. But where it will be, we will going to be in aluminium. How it will be? What could be the mindset of in the aluminium industry going ahead?
Can I answer? One is circle of concern, one is circle of influence. We can only direct our intelligence where we will be having influence. There are a lot of things which are in our control: geopolitics, China, market, and the US, war, Pakistan war, and taxes, GST, anything which is not in our control. Where we are investing our time, effort, energy, everything, money, it's all waste. Still, in our company, in our customer, in our supplier, in our family, in our health, in our happiness, in our spiritual connection, what is that we can do which is in our circle of influence? You can create a world, whatever you want within this world is the answer. When you do this, obviously the circle of concern, whatever is there some of the things will come to the circle of influence. Instead, we can only polemifying on circle of concern. The circle of influence also will go away. Finally, you will be the concern for yourself. Thank you.
Thank you.
நீ கேட்ட கொஷின்ஸ் வந்து இப்போது நான் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு சொல்கிறேன். இப்போ நீங்கள் கேட்டது வந்து என்னென்னா, இப்போ டாக்ஸேஷன் ஆன் அமெரிக்கா ஃப்ரம் த யூஎஸில் வந்த டாக்ஸேஷன்ஸு அண்டு ஓகே சைனா இஸ் காம்படிட்டிவ். But what is the edge over India when compared? Center is USA is buying. If between India and China, now today who is winning in taxation? Either can be 25% or 30%, whatever under. So what I am saying that as far if you are maintain a good relationship with other countries, India is one of the best example. இது நீடிக்கிற வரையிலோ ஆர் அதர்வைஸ் த ரிலேஷன்ஷிப் பிட்வீன் த நேஷன்ஸ் இஃப் யூ ஆர் கீப்பிங் இட் மோர் அண்ட் மோர், ப்ராபப்லி we will be winning the game. We will be definitely winning the game. Even I told him also என்னோட ப்ராப்ளம் இதில் ஒரே ஒரு தாரக மந்திரம் அப்படின்னா, நாம் வந்து ஆல்வேஸ் we will do better than others. We will do better than others. That is the slogan we'll have to put in front. இங்கே 25%, அங்கே 110%, 125%. Why we should bother about that? ஸோ பையருக்கு வந்து எதை ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ண ஒன் செகண்ட் யூ வில் ஆஸ்க் ஃபார் ஒன்லி 20% டேக்ஸ் கட்டோட கூட 135 அவன் ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ண மாட்டான். பட் எனிவே திஸ் இஸ் ஒன்லி a கேம் ஆஃப் டைம் கேம் தான். ட்ரம்ப் இஸ் ஆல்சோ பிளேயிங் டைம் கேம் டு பேலன்சிங் இஸ் நேஷனல் லெவல் ஆஃப் இது transaction, the foreign exchange, he wants to balance it as much as close to the in and out. That is அவனுடைய தீம், அவனுடைய இது வந்து அவனுடைய எய்ம் வந்து try to balance the foreign trade equally or very near. It is not possible to make it equally, at least near to. So இது வந்து ஒரு, I don't think so it will be for another 3 to 4 months or 6 months it will be there. Once again it will be routine. It will be routine, and the India will get a lot of business from US. Definitely will get. Even Europe is also willing to take a lot of parts from India, provided our nation should be, our people should be, we will do better than others. That we will have to maintain a long time. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Vijay sir, you would want to...
You want to add?
I'll put one point. See, already on exports to US or Europe, our engineering percentage is very less. When you compare with China, we are not even touching 10% of US imports when it comes to engineering product. Pharma is higher, so nothing to worry for us right now because we have a very big room to go. In automotive, we are not even 3-4% of exports to US, percentage-wise. So for us, a concern would not be there. Any tariff, anything, there is not going to be any concern for engineering products of for India, because Chinese are thinking that they have already invested in Brazil and Mexico. Lot of even die casting in Mexico. A lot of die casting companies have been acquired from Chinese company there. That is the reason this time in Vietnam. That is the reason this time, no, you can see a lot of tariffs for Mexico, Brazil. Everything has gone up because Chinese have invested there. And even routed through Singapore, there used to be investments coming from China, which Singapore government has stopped last year. So no Chinese can invest 100% from Singapore to India right now. Even if you have a percentage, even 51%, the company is blocked in Singapore. So on these factors, you see, we don't have much threat for India, and only our scalability, our cost competitiveness has to be there. And I'm sure everybody should be getting at least one inquiry for a namesake for a monthly one from US, some customer or so-called third party. This is coming up. I think it should improve. Like sir told, there should be improvements coming up in. But we have to go a long way as far as engineering things are concerned. Thank you.
Yeah. You're taking any more questions?
I'm Giri from Ashwini Enterprises. Thank you for this wonderful eye-opening session from the doyens of the industry. Basically, die casting, I'm from die casting. I'm in this industry from 1996, and we have seen the industry developing, and it has got its own inherent challenges. Of late, the main challenge I would say is finding the manpower for operating the die casting industry. So this I personally feel is a big challenge which everyone is facing in the Tamil Nadu region, if not for the south, because I am not aware of what is the situation in the other states. So can you please throw light on how you are managing the ground level people and sustainability of those people, because as we all, as majority of the diecasters operate with people from the north who are sort of, there is no predictability or retention of manpower. It's a big challenge. So I would like to know how you are managing. This is a general question for casting manufacturers in particular.
The truth be told, now we have to operate the entire die casting industry through migrants, employees. So there are two things. One is salary, that is the market depends, market decides, the salary is market decides. But what you extract from them is you decide. So we, in Alubee, we give minimum 15 to 20% higher than the market price. That's the first thing. We will pay extraordinary salaries, because if you throw peanuts, only monkeys will come. So we will pay extraordinary salaries even for Hindi. Point number one. Point number two, we will extract. That's accountability to the lost person. Accountability drives performance. You have to get the maximum from them. That's N. X is market driven. N is you can extract whatever you can extract. 3, how you are monitoring the, because there is a race horse, there is a normal horse. Both if you compare, then the race horse also will become normal horse. So how you are treating the race horse must be visible. In case if you are giving 600 shots per day, per shift, if he is making 600 shots, that particular employee, he has to be given credit. That has to be recorded. Of course, we have almost about 30 die casting machines, but we have installed each and everything, as Prabhakar said, digitization of IoT. Each and every second has been monitored. Without entering the operator name, it will not be run, and program, everything has been digitized. So that in a single button click, you will be able to know the performance of each and every person, through which you are monitoring. In case if he is putting leave, what is that point for it? In case if he is putting, normally for them, if you give salary, next 2 days he will not come, he will drink and sleep. So how you are going to manage? In case if it's a holy, so everything is a pattern. He will go once in a year, he will go for 1 month and come. Everything has to be plotted, everything has to be studied, everything has to be data managed. And then we are operating through a lot of contractors. The contractors has to be given proper, whatever the commission we have to give, and you have to monitor whatever we are paying, ESI, CL, PF, everything they are paying properly to the people. And also there is a mentor for Hindi. He knows the language of Hindi. He will be keep talking to the employees. Basically you are feeling, because they are all the way from north coming, leaving their wife, father, mother, children, whoever it is, and coming and working for you for their daily bread. That feeling we should have. It is our responsibility to take care of them, right from safety to the environment to the salary what we are giving. Obviously there are some 10%, 12% of this, all the weed will be there, that has to be properly eliminated through the system. But you cannot see, human beings have got all the same qualities. In sales we say, sales is a transference of feeling. If you feel, in the நான் எல்லாம் work பண்ணாது, இதுங்கெல்லாம் அவ்வளவுதான் அப்படின்னா, they will be like this. If you feel they are contributing for us and we have to be ensure their growth, obviously that will happen. So it's about how you feel about them, and also systematically when you, how you are doing, how your HR system is operating out of it. But the very important point is, by doing all this you will be burning money. That has to be, you have to get it from the customer. That if you are not getting it, you will be giving everything to the corporate, and you will be depriving everything to the people, those who are coming in the, especially in Chennai, the heat conditions, in the die casting, how you want to work, it's not easy. So it has to be balanced like this. Thank you.
I think இவருடைய இது கொஞ்சம் நீங்கள் யோசிச்சு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, இப்போ நம்ம வந்து எம்ப்ளாயீஸ் உள்ளே இருக்கோம், எம்ப்ளாயீஸ் யூ ஆர் டேக்கிங் நாட் ஆர் யூ ஆர் ஆல்சோ டேக்கிங் பண்ணலாம்
100%, 80%.
But what he is doing now, one thing you have seen that he has shared one experience. Every day, sometime, fixed time, he is bringing the people and having some prayer or something like that. It apart from that, other than prayer pandrom and the meditation, something like that. But he is putting his face in front of the people. I am here for you. So probably once again the humanity, general word humanity, okay, what I am saying that. இது நம்ம வந்து இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணதான் அதான் சொல்கிறேன். நார்த் இந்தியன் நீங்கள் பார்க்க வேணாம், யூ கேன் திங்க் ஆஃப் எ டிஃப்ரெண்ட் வே ஆஃப் லுக்கிங் இன் டு தட். இதை நாம் பண்ணோம்னா, ஏன்னா இப்போ வந்து கந்தசாமி கிட்ட ஐ திங்க் சம் நார்த் இந்தியன், ஐ காட் அன் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் ஃப்ரம் கந்தசாமி ஆல்சோ டோல்ட் 80%, sir. 80%. How he is dealing? Not only me, most of the people. Most of the people, அவர் எப்படி டீல் பண்ணுறான்னு பாருங்க. அதை நான் அவர்கிட்ட ஒரே ஒரு சின்ன எக்ஸாம்பிள் தான் ஐ காட் இட் ஃப்ரம் ஹிம். என்ன அப்படின்னு சொன்னால், அவன் ஏதோ ஒன்று சொன்னார், கல்யாணம் ஆயே நம்மக்கிட்ட என்கிட்ட தான் இருக்கிறான் அவன் he wants to stay only with the flowelனாரு. So even he spent some money extra, something, some இது நடந்தது, he shared his இது வாலண்டியராக கொடுத்துருக்காரு, அது பண்ணியிருக்காரு, something, some sharing was there. In turn he got that return in a different way. So என்னுடைய இது என்னன்னா, நார்த் இந்தியனோ சவுத் இந்தியனோ வாட் எவர் பி த கேஸ், கம்பெனி ஹேஸ் டு see the people. ஏன்னா இது வந்து சுந்தரங்கள் டிவிஎஸோடைய கல்ச்சர். டிவிஎஸில் வந்து எப்படி how they could able to maintain that at the ஸ்டேஜில். அப்போ ஒரு யூனியன் ஒட்டுல எல்லாமே நிறைய அப்போ இருந்தது. அது யூனியனைஸ், இப்போ தான் யூனியன்லாம் கொஞ்சம் டைல்யூட் ஆகிருக்கு, யூனியனைஸ் ஆகிருக்கு. how they could able to feed இவர் ஒரு சொல்லுவாரா நம்ம டிவிஎஸில் வந்து வேணுடைய ஃபாதர் ஒர்க்கர்ஸ் கிட்ட சொல்லுவாங்களா, டேய் இந்த வருஷம் நிறைய பண்ணிக்கிறாங்கடா, மீட்டிங்கில் கொஞ்சம் போனஸ் அதிகமாக கேளுங்கடான்னு சொல்லிட்டு போகிறார். I heard. You used to take people, go and ask more money in the meeting. கூப்பிடுவாங்க, போனஸ் கேஸில் ஒரு 2% அதிகமாக கேளுங்க, கொடுப்பாங்க. ஸோ தட் டைப் ஆஃப் ஷேரிங். ஒரு எம்டி வந்து ஒர்க்கர்ஸ் கிட்ட சொல்லிட்டு போகிறார், நீ மீட்டிங்கில் நிறைய கேளு, இந்த வருஷம் பண்ணியிருக்கோம் கேளு. அப்போது அடுத்த வருஷம் வந்து சொன்னாங்கன்னா ஒத்துப்பாங்க. இந்த வருஷம் நம்ம வந்து கொஞ்சம் சரியாக பண்ணலடா, பார்த்து அவங்கன்னா கொடுக்குறத வாங்கிக்க அப்படின்னு நான் போய்டும். இது நடந்த உண்மை. இது ஏற்கனவே நான் கேட்ட இது. அவர் நிறைய ஸ்லோகன் சொல்லிட்டு போயிருக்கார். அவர் வேணுசீனிவாசனுடைய ஃபாதர் வந்து சீனிவாசன், சீமான்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. நிறைய ஸ்லோகன்ஸ் எஸ் மேட். அவர் வந்து அவரை மாதிரி உள்ளே இருந்து ஒர்க்கர்ஸோட ஒர்க் பண்ண இதுவரை நான் கேள்விப்பட்டேன். யூ வில் பி அலாங் வித் த ஒர்க்கர்ஸ். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி நம்ம வந்து அவங்க அந்த காலத்திலே அதை நமக்கு வந்து காமிச்சிருக்காங்க, நீ இப்படி தான் போகணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி. நாம் எந்த அளவுக்கு எஃபர்ட் எடுக்கிறோம் அவங்க கூட ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணி, அவங்க ப்ராப்ளத்தை நம்ம போய் கேட்குறோமா? ரொம்ப கம்மி. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் இருந்தது அப்படின்னா நம்மக்கிட்ட தான் அந்த வந்து கருவி இருக்குது. அந்த கருவியை நீங்கள் யூஸ் பண்ணுங்கள். ட்ரை டு இன்ட்ராக்ட் வித் த பீப்புள். ஸ்பெண்ட் எவ்ரி டே. எனக்கு வந்து ஒரு 1/2 hour 1 hour ஐ யூஸ் டு ஸ்பெண்ட் வித் த பீப்புள். ட்ரை டு பிரிங் ஹிம், டாக் டு ஹிம். எப்படி இருக்க, ஹவ் யூஸ் ஃபார் ஃபாதர், இல்லை என்ன இருக்குது, ஏதாவது ப்ராப்ளமா, எப்படி இருக்கு ஹெல்த்து, சம்திங் லைக் தட். ஏதோ ஒரு இன்சிடென்ட் கிடைக்கும். அதே அந்த நூலை எடுத்துகிட்டு அப்படியே அந்த நூலில் கொஞ்சம் இது பண்ணிட்டு தானே வி கேன் லிவ் இட். பட் கொஞ்சம் ஷேரிங் பண்ண வேண்டி இருக்கும். அந்த ஷேரிங் இருந்தது அப்படின்னா யூ கேன் ரீடைன் த பீப்புள் வெரி ஈஸி. இப்போ என் கம்பெனியில் வந்து நார்த் இந்தியன் ரொம்ப கம்மி, 1 or 2 கூட கிடையாது. ஐ மெயின்டைனிங் எ டோட்டல். எனக்கு வந்து எப்பவுமே வந்து டவுன் த லெவலில் அவ்வளோ ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்காது. பட் ஒரு இருக்கும், ஒரு 5% ஏன் இருந்தால். பட் அது அந்த கோர் மெம்பர்ஸ் வந்து ஆல்வேஸ் வித் மீ. சின்ஸ் தே நோ தட் ஐ வில் டேக், த கம்பெனி வில் பி டேக்கிங் கேர். ஸோ அந்த இது வந்து டூல் ரூமில் வெரி டிஃபிகல்ட் டு ரீடைன் த பீப்புள். ஐ திங்க் யூ நோ வாட் த டிஃபிகல்ட்டி இஸ். ஸோ அந்த டச்சு நம்மளால் கிரியேட் பண்ண முடியுமான்னு பாருங்க. பட் ட்ரை டு இன்ட்ராக்ட் வித் த பீப்புள் மோர் அண்ட் மோர். அப்புறம் தான் ஷேரிங் வரும். ஸோ அவங்க எதிர்பார்க்குறாங்க அதை. ஆனால் நம்ம நார்த் இந்தியனால நம்ம போய் லாங்குவேஜ் இல்லாத கூட பேசுகிறோம். பட் ஈஸ் வெதர் கந்தசாமி நோஸ் அ லாங்குவேஜ், ஹிந்தி, சம்திங் யூ ஆர் மேனேஜிங். ஆனால் நான் ஒன்று சொல்ல பாருங்க, நார்த் இந்தியன் வந்து இவ்வளோ 80% சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல்லான என்டர்பிரனர் கந்தசாமி ஃப்ளோவர். அது வி கேனாட். ஸோ இதுலேருந்து நம்ம ஒரு இன்ஃபரன்ஸ் எடுக்க வேண்டியதுன்னா நீ பார்த்துங்க. தட்ஸ் வாட் ஐ அம் சேயிங். கிரி ஐ திங்க் பக்கத்திலே இருக்காரு. யூ ஹேவ் டு டேக் a lot of inputs from him.
அவர்களே ட்ரைனிங் போயிடலாம் சார். அவர்களே கந்தசாமி சார் சொன்னா ட்ரைனிங் போயிடலாம்.
இது சுற்றி வந்தால் இதே தான் திருப்பியும் ஐ ஆம் எண்டிங் இட். சொல்யூஷன்ஸ் ஆர் வித் அஸ். Most of the solutions are with us. But what is the requirement is collection of points to make a decision making. This is the fourth message, what I am saying that. So solutions are with you, but need a data collection to take a decisions on that. Thank you, thank you very much. Thank you.
Now I'll just quickly sum up this session for us. So first of all, thank you all you 3 panelists for being here, for all the valuable insights, and to our audience for this active engagement throughout the session. We covered a wide range of critical topics, from export, product innovation, to financial resilience and succession planning. Each of these is a building block for the future of this industry, and this industry is not only evolving but also opening new frontiers for collaboration and global impact. We stand out most. What stands out most is the collective intent in this room, a shared commitment to raise the bar, support each other, fellow Diecasters, what we just discussed about manpower and all that, and chart a course that is sustainable, competitive, and future ready. A few very important notes that I made here. Let's just this not be a discussion, be a catalyst. A few ideas that I liked. When Sir said knowledge, when becomes a mindset change, can only then it can become a transformation. And having an employee engagement on weekly basis that he's doing, certainly that will help in employee retainership and all that. Not not like this, but this way. That's another good way of looking at it positively. The 3 R's: results, responsibilities, and relationships building. And one point you touched upon was the pain point of the customer and being customer centric. Actualization, cost, and deep diving into finite details of each stage and inventory management. That was it. Foresight and sir, on his foresight and competition and deciding on the product lines, agile and very decisive decision making on. You probably exited way ahead on certain products which you thought weren't. And finally, sir, saying that we innovate, we benchmark high, and then command the price, like sir said. So all this went very, very knowledgeable. Thanks for sharing all these thoughts. And now I'd request Mr. Prabakar, Shreyas Prabakar.
Thank you, panelists, for the wonderful talk. I hope everyone here enlightened with something out of this pep talk. And it was wonderfully moderated by Mr. Bakul. Thank you, sir. Now I would invite Mr. Prabakaran, sir, to facilitate Mr. Praburam, please. Thank you, sir. Mr. Bakul will facilitate Mr. Jayavijayan, please. I invite Mr. Vignesh Ramanan, the chairman of Chennai chapter, to facilitate Mr. Bakul Shah. I would invite Mr. Kandaswamy, sir, to facilitate Mr. Prabakaran, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for this wonderful session. With this, we are coming to the end of second session.